So today I'm reading chapter 1 of Pride and Prejudice. Let's begin. Yeah. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. However, little known, the feelings or views of such a man must be on his first entering a neighborhood. This truth is so well fixed in the minds of the surrounded families that he is considered as the rightful property of some one or other of their daughters. My dear Mr. Bennet his said his lady to him one day, "Have you heard of Netherfield Park? Is let at least." Mr. Bennet replied that he had not, but it is, returned she, for Miss Mrs. Long has just been here, and she told me all about it. Mr. Bennet made no answer. You do not, you want, do, sorry, do you not want to know who has taken it? Cried his wife impatiently. You want to tell me and have no obligation to hearing it. This was invitation enough. Why, my dear, you must know Miss Long says that Netherfield is taken by a young man of large fortune from north of England. That he came down on Monday in chess. Sorry, let me look up this word.
Chaise.
Chase. Okay, let me read it again. That he came down on Monday in chaise and four to see the place, and was so delighted with it. He agreed with Mr. Morris immediately that he is to take possession before Michaelmas, and some of his servants are to be in the house by the end of the week. What is his name? Bentley. Is he married or single? Oh, single. My dear, to be sure, a single man of large fortune, 4 or 5 thousand a year. What a fine thing for our girls. How so? How can it affect them? My dear Mr. Bennet, replied his wife, how can you be so tiresome? You must know that his married I'm thinking of his married one of them. Is that his design in settling here? Design? Nonsense. How can you talk so? But it's very likely that he may fall in love with one of them. Therefore, you must visit him as soon as he comes. I see no occasion for that. You and the girls must go, or you must send them by themselves, which perhaps will be still better, for as you are as handsome of any of them. Mr. Bentley, I'm sorry if let me look up the pronunciation of Bentley. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but Mr. Bentley, where am I? Okay, Bentley. Okay, I said it right. Mr. Bentley might like you the best of party. My dear, you flatter me. I certainly have had my share of beauty, but I do not pretend to be anything extraordinary now. When a woman has 5 grown-up daughters, she ought to give over thinking of her own beauty. In such cases, a woman has not often much beauty to think of. But my dear, you must indeed go and see Mr. Bentley when he comes in the neighborhood. into the neighborhood. It is more than I engage for, I assure you. But consider your daughters. Only think what what an establishment it would be for one of them. Sir Williams and Lady Lucas are determined to go merely on that account. For in general, you know they visit no newcomers. Indeed, you must go, for it will be impossible for us to visit him if you do not. You are over. Sorry, let me, let me look up this word.
Scrupulous.
Scrupulous. You are over scrupulous, surely. I dare say Mr. Bentley would be very glad to see you. I'll send a very few lines by you to assure him of my hearty consent to his marrying whichever he chooses. Ever he chooses of the girls, though I must throw in a good word for little Lizzie, I dare you will do no such thing. Lizzie is not a bit better than others. I am sure she is not half so handsome as Jane, not half so good humored as Lydia, but you are always giving her the preference. They have none of them much to recommend them, replied he. They are all silly and ignorant like other girls, but Lizzie has something more of quickness than her sister. Mr. Bennet, how can you abuse your own children in such a way? You take delight in vexing me. You have no compassion of my poor nerves. You mistake me, my dear. I have a high respect for your nerves. They are my old friends. I have heard you mention them with consideration this 20 years at least. Ha! You do not know what I suffer, but I hope you will get over it and live to see many young men of 4,000 a year come into the neighborhood. It will be no use to us if 20 such should come, since you will not visit them. Depend upon it, my dear, that when they are 20, I will visit them all. Mr. Bennet was so odd, a mixture of quick parts, sarcastic humor, reserve, and caprice. Caprice? Is it caprice? Let me see. Let me verify it. I think it's caprice, man.
Caprice.
Oh, caprice. Mr. Bennet was so odd, a mixture of quick parts, sarcastic humor, reserve, and caprice, that the experience of 3 and 20 years had been insufficient to make his wife understand his character. Her mind was less difficult to develop. She was a woman of mean understanding, little information, and uncertain temper. When she was discontented, she fancied herself nervous. The business of her life was to get her daughters married. Its solace was visiting the news. Let me look up the word solace.
Solace.
Solace. Oh, okay, nice. Okay, I'm done. I did well. Yeah, I'm done with chapter one. Yeah, it took. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done.